We must always be careful with dreams. Not all food is good. I'm here to tell you a story of how eating in the dream took Adesuwa's life. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. A long time ago, in a small town in Nigeria, there lived a beautiful girl named Adesuwa. She was kind, loved by everyone, and had big dreams for her future. She lived with her family in a happy home where they laughed and shared many meals together. One night, something strange happened to Adesuwa. She went to bed early because she was very tired. As soon as she closed her eyes, she found herself in a big, shiny hall. The hall was filled with a lot of delicious food. There were big bowls of rice, meat, fruits, and drinks that smelled so sweet. Adesuwa looked around and saw some people sitting at a long table. They waved at her and said, "Come and eat with us." Adesuwa was hungry, and the food looked so tasty. She smiled and sat down. She picked a plate and started eating. The food tasted so good, better than anything she had eaten before. As she ate, she looked at the people at the table. Their faces were blurry like shadows, but they were smiling at her. She felt a little scared, but she kept eating. Suddenly, Adesuwa woke up. She was back in her bed, and the shiny hall was gone. "What a funny dream," she said to herself. But when she got out of bed, she didn't feel good. Her chest felt heavy, and her head hurt. She thought maybe she was just tired. Days passed, and Adesuwa didn't feel better. She became very tired all the time, even when she didn't do much work. At night, she couldn't sleep well because of strange dreams. She would see the same big hall and the same people calling her to come and eat. Sometimes, she would wake up crying because the dreams were scary. Adesuwa's family became worried. She used to be strong and happy, but now she looked weak and sad. They took her to the hospital, but the doctor said she was fine. "Maybe she is just stressed," the doctor said. But Adesuwa knew something was wrong. One day, Adesuwa told her grandmother, Mama Iriti, about the dreams. Mama Iriti was very wise and knew many things about the world. She listened carefully as Adesuwa spoke. When Adesuwa finished, Mama Iriti looked very serious. "My child," she said, "this is not just a dream. You ate food in the spirit world. That food is not good for you. It is causing your sickness." Adesuwa was scared. "What can we do, Grandma?" she asked. Mama Iriti said, "We will pray and fight this with God's help." She called some elders from the church, and they all prayed for Adesuwa. They sang songs and asked God to protect her. After many days of praying, Adesuwa started to feel better. She smiled again, and her family was happy. But one night, Adesuwa had another dream. This time, the people in the hall were not smiling. They were angry. "Why did you try to leave us?" they asked. Before she could run, they made her eat more food. She cried and begged them to stop, but they didn't listen. When Adesuwa woke up, she couldn't talk. She couldn't even move her hands. Her family tried everything, but she became weaker and weaker. One morning, Adesuwa closed her eyes and didn't wake up again. Her family cried and cried. They missed her so much. Mama Iriti said, "We must always be careful with dreams. Not all food is good, especially in the spirit world." From that day, everyone in the town learned to be careful about their dreams. They prayed every night, asking God to keep them